In Fort Collins, Colorado, a small group of young people created something spectacular, a working time machine. So small it can fit on your wrist, these titanium shells can awaken memories of when Made in America was the standard operating procedure.
We found those old pocket watches that have been orphaned from their original cases, and we realized that people are literally throwing away those pieces of American history.
Vortic Watch Company founders R.T. Custer and Tyler Wolf didn't set out to save old watches when they first teed up the concept, while golfing, of making a 100% American watch.
We figured we could make the cases and the crowns and everything else, but we needed an American-made movement. And no one was making them for resale at that time.
It seemed like Vortic was about 100 years too late. Today, the Swiss dominate the business of making the delicate inner workings that make watches tick. But in 1919, Waltham, Massachusetts was literally Watch City.
It was producing the most precise watch in the world. If you wanted a watch, you wanted a Waltham watch.
The Waltham Watch Company ruled the industry by adapting machinery to create standardized, interchangeable parts on a mass scale, a precursor to the modern assembly line.
Interesting enough, the Swiss were non-believers. They felt like it was the feel of the craftsman hand that you couldn't possibly imitate. The amazing thing was that machines did it better.
Fast forward a century, and Vortic found its solution. Their all-American watches would use all-American movements from America's golden age of watch manufacturing.
We source our movements and dials every place you can imagine. Craigslist, eBay. We rescue those antique movements from the scrap pile because they still are very valid, high-quality movements.
But then, a new problem. How to adapt those classic pocket watch scraps and convert them into a modern wristwatch? The answer?
We were one of the first people to 3D print a metal consumer product.
One of the biggest challenges with 3D printing is that everything is new. There's no handbook. You got to try it and see if it works.
Eventually, they did get it to work, and the result is a perfect marriage of old and new that is literally one of a kind.
America wasn't assembled, it was built. And I think that's what separates us from companies that make thousands of the same thing, is that every watch is handmade just for you. And that, to me, is the difference between built and assembled.
But just as American watchmaking is experiencing a rebirth in Colorado, the Watch City factory that started it all has adjusted to the needs of the times. The enormous factory by the Charles River is now a mixed-use development featuring modern apartments and some businesses like Brelundi, whose patrons eat under lights once used by factory workers. On this day, another connection to the past, 90-year-old regular diner and former factory worker, Amelia Saracola.
I was only 16, and my two sisters were already working full-time here, and they said to me, you know, we could use you, because I was pretty clever with my hands. I've got a watch on right here, and I'm very proud of that. It's a Waltham watch.
A piece of Waltham history, and although the factory is gone, there is one local craftsman who's continuing its legacy.
My grandfather worked in the Waltham Watch Company. He was a very good watchmaker.
Chris Carey learned at the heels of his grandfather, and today he puts that knowledge to work daily at Watertown Watch and Clock, the shop he owns with his wife.
We work well together.
What time is it?
It's 8 minutes after 4. I always tell her it's because I do what I'm told. But I don't hear any laughing in the background, so I could be in trouble. Is she smiling?
Gary is one of a dying breed of people who can actually fix a Waltham watch, and even more rare, he still makes house calls on grandfather clocks like those which adorn his shop.
People love their clocks. They're grateful usually when they get repaired. One man cried when he heard, because his wife had got it for him and she had passed years ago.
Who will be there to repair the next generation of watches? Gary won't pressure his sons into the family business.
I do want them to be familiar, you know, the history, the science, and the art. But if they can get some of that, I'd be really happy. I hope they do.
But only time will tell.
Time goes by. When you're doing something you like, time goes by.